While Ashley Olsen recently married her artist beau, Mary-Kate is on a different path. After 8 years in a relationship with French banker Olivier Sarkozy, the famous twin explores what it means to be single and divorced. Even though the Olsen twins fly under the radar, the relationship between Oliver and Mary-Kate made headlines more than once, and not always for the best reasons. Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen prefer to stay out of the spotlight. While they do the occasional interview and grace red carpets with their presence, they do this only for their work. The twins are very quiet when it comes to their personal lives, so much so that they don't even have social media accounts. Never a MySpace, never an Instagram, nothing. Ashley once said in an interview, "I don't know if it's because of the way we grew up. We just don't like talking about ourselves or talking about what we're doing. It's not really our approach." Consider that they grew up in front of paparazzi and that the twins, Mary-Kate especially, had party girl reputations when they were younger. In the latter of her teenage years, Mary-Kate struggled with anorexia. As she became increasingly thinner, rumors started circling that the former actress had developed a drug addiction. The fashion designer's father, along with her therapist, committed her to a treatment facility in Sundance, Utah, right after she graduated from high school. At the time, the star's family denied the rumors about a cocaine addiction. Then the teen twins became adults, moved to New York City, and launched their first clothing line. At the onset of their adult lives, they became known for their partying habits and always having a Marlboro Red between their fingers. At 21 years of age, the sisters were known for drinking so much that they had to be carried to their cars. One of their bodyguards revealed that when it came to drugs, the worst he'd seen were the sisters taking part in a pot circle in their early 20s. Also in 2008 came the alleged involvement of Mary-Kate in Heath Ledger's death. The two had been casually dating for 3 months before the actor suddenly passed away. Heath died of an accidental overdose. When his masseuse found his lifeless body, she first tried to contact Mary-Kate. However, reports of the incident say that the fashion mogul was so shaken that she refused to talk to the authorities without immunity. Ultimately, the Olsen sister was cleared of involvement in Heath Ledger's death. Everything we have mentioned until now is just the tip of the iceberg regarding all the drama the Olsen twins endured in their impressionable years. Honestly, it's entirely understandable why the twins have shied away from life in the spotlight. However, Mary-Kate was recently in the headlines for the end of her marriage to her longtime partner, Olivier Sarkozy. Due to how Olsen keeps herself under the radar, the details of how she and Sarkozy met are unclear. In fact, the ex-couple were very private about their romance during their time as lovers. However, we know that they met at a party in April 2012, and things moved pretty quickly from there. By November, the fashion designer and Oliver were photographed cuddling at Madison Square Garden during a game between the New York Knicks and the Dallas Mavericks. This outing was the first time the pair were seen publicly together. The French financier is 17 years Mary-Kate's senior, so their romance sparked massive public debate. The former actress was in her 20s, and Sarkozy was in his 40s when they met. The Frenchman had already been married once and shares 2 adult children with his ex-wife. Many people felt that Olsen was too young to be dating the banker. However, the businesswoman was unbothered by the stir. "Everyone has an opinion. I find it's better to focus on what's in front of you and keep putting one foot in front of the other," she said. The entrepreneur and her then older beau shut down comments about the age gap when their courtship blossomed into 3 years of dating. Then Oliver popped the question with a vintage Cartier ring, and Mary-Kate said yes. By the end of 2015, Olsen and Sarkozy were husband and wife. The former couple tied the knot in a private Manhattan ceremony with just 50 people in attendance. It was a small, intimate affair, but also it was Mary-Kate Olsen's wedding. We had to expect a signature twist on the celebrations from the twin who enjoys dark poetry. According to an insider, the party decor consisted of bowls and bowls filled with cigarettes. Following an extremely on-brand and secretive 2015 wedding, Mary-Kate settled into the quiet rhythms of married life with her billionaire husband. And it seemed like a blissful, if not somewhat peculiar union. Nothing bad, just odd to some people. Understandably so, Sarkozy's first wife had something to say about the union. Charlotte Bathna is an author and the mother of the financier's 2 children. According to reports at the time, she did not approve of the marriage. "That's not right. It's grotesque," Charlotte told the National Enquirer tabloid. One might say that Charlotte was coming from the perspective of a mother and children's book author who supposedly didn't want stepmom Mary-Kate, a woman with a hard partying reputation, hanging around her kids. French publications just couldn't get enough of this romance, at the expense of the older husband, of course. They referred to Sarkozy as the Little French Lover and other demeaning nicknames. Despite all the negative opinions surrounding her relationship, Olsen appeared happy in her life as a Frenchman's wife. Even though the famous twin has been working, well, ever since she was a baby, she admitted that her busy life needed some domestic balance. "I have a husband, 2 stepkids, and a life. I have to go home and cook dinner. I ride horses on the weekends. You find the thing that helps you relax, and if you don't have it, you have to look for it," the fashion mogul explained. In fact, Mary-Kate seemed to be playing the stepmom role quite well. Occasionally, she had been pictured hanging out with Oliver and his daughter. There were even times when the girls would hang out, just the 2 of them. Everything seemed to be working out great until Mary-Kate filed for an emergency divorce in April 2020. When the Full House alum filed for divorce, the world had just entered the coronavirus lockdown. Olsen filed an emergency document because her then-husband allegedly terminated their apartment lease in New York City. Apparently, Olsen and Sarkozy's marriage had been struggling for a while. By May of that year, rumors began that the reason for the couple's split was that the actress wanted to have children and her husband did not. Mary-Kate thought he would budge on that, and he hasn't, an insider claimed at the time. Then, more sources came forward with details about the split. One source claimed that Sarkozy wanted Olsen to be more of a stay-at-home wife, but that was never an option for the businesswoman. "She's super career-focused, and he's very French and wanted her to be more available," an insider told People magazine. "You can't control a girl who has been on the billionaire track since her 20s, they added. Another potential reason behind the split is that their differences continued to pile up, but Mary-Kate's limit was reached when her now ex-husband terminated a lease for one of their shared properties and moved his ex-wife into another. Reportedly, Oliver claimed he wanted to keep his children and their mother safe from COVID, but the child star could not stand living with her husband's ex-wife and the twin was forced to move out. However, from the looks of things, Oliver gave her very limited options, so Mary-Kate moved in with her sister and filed for an emergency divorce to protect her assets. According to the divorce documents, Olsen stated that the relationship had irretrievably broken down over a period of several months. "It was clear my marriage was over," the documents read. The proceedings were a lengthy affair. The divorce had been granted 9 months after the 5-year marriage came to an end. By the end of January 2021, Mary-Kate was officially a single woman again. According to their source, the designer has moved on emotionally following her split, but now that her divorce has been finalized, she can finally move on mentally too. The insider added that there is no bad blood between the former actress and her ex-husband. Following her divorce, Mary-Kate has reportedly started dating again. There are speculations that the Passport to Paris star has found love again in the arms of Brightwear CEO John Cooper. Rumors of the pairing began after the 2 were spotted having dinner in New York City. There hasn't been much news about the possible couple since. Mary-Kate Olsen has been through a lot. The child actress turned fashion mogul shied away from the spotlight, hoping to live a more peaceful life, but her recent divorce had all eyes on her. Sometimes it's better to let go than to hold on. As she continues her life away from the public, we wish Mary-Kate nothing but the best. Be well and be kind.